In this video, we'll go over 8 unsaturated digital product ideas you can sell right now. And since a lot of people say it's too late to start selling digital products, I went ahead and did all the research for you, looked through all the shops that have succeeded and done super well in the last 12 months. So just to prove that, hey, if they can do it, you can too, and it can give you a bit of motivation to start this Etsy journey. I'm also going to share some additional tips and the different difficulty levels so you can see if this is an opportunity for you. So let's get right into it. Digital product number 1 are preschool printables. There's a growing trend of parents and educators who are looking for a more affordable way to have more educational materials. And this makes this a really scalable product. Once the parent or educators find certain products that they like, most of the time they can become repeat customers. And by continually to expand your offerings, you can have a dedicated and loyal customer base, which is a lot better than some of the other categories. Okay, let's take a look at this first listing here. If we go on Everbee and click on product analytics, we can collect a lot of data for this listing. For example, you can see this shop is making over $4,000 for one listing, and the listing age is only 2 months old. We can dive a little bit deeper and look at the shop age. The shop has only been up for 12 months, so which is incredible, and there's still a lot of opportunity in this space. Something else I want to note why this shop is killing it right now is because of the mock-ups that they're using. You can tell the first image, this is not just a digital image. This is an actual image that they print out the product. They are using real-life photography, and they're showing how it could look. Right? This could be a huge advantage if you are creating printables by actually using the product, putting it into real life compared to other sellers who are just doing everything online. This can give you a huge edge. So something to think about for your category. The difficulty level rating I give this category is 1 out of 5. And the reason is because a lot of this can be created with Canva. Digital product idea number 2 are business trackers. With the rise of entrepreneurship and small businesses, a lot of these people will need different tools to help manage their business and make things more efficient. That's where these trackers come in. So let's look at this one listing here. Again, we'll be using the Everbee analytics tool. If you haven't used Everbee before, you can check out the link in my descriptions to try it out for free. Now coming back here, you can see this listing, again, only 2 months old, and the estimated revenue is $9,000, which is incredible. And looking at the shop details, the shop has only been up for 11 months. The difficulty rating I give for this category is going to be a 3 out of 5. And the reason is because you will need to know how to use Google Sheets or Microsoft Excel, and those tools does require a bit of skill to create, or if you want to outsource, that's another route you can do. I have students in my program who go through the outsourcing route, so they're able to tap into these kind of categories without having to know exactly how to build them. You just need to find the right people to build these products for you. But if you have friends that know how to use these programs, then feel free to share them this video, or maybe you guys can partner up for this venture. Digital product idea number 3 are remarkable digital planners. So the Remarkable tablet is an electronic tablet where you can use to write documents, to read, to take notes. It's just a electronic version of what a handheld paper pad is, and this product is on the rise. So there are a lot of people who are taking advantage of this category and making digital products for it. Let's take a look at this one listing here. Again, using Everbee, using the product analytics tool. You can see this listing has been only up for 3 months and is making an estimated revenue of over $5,000 for one listing, which is crazy. And if you look at the shop details, 14 months, a little bit over, but again, still, it's really amazing how shops like this can come up within around a year mark and see massive growth and success. I give the difficulty level for this category a 3 out of 5, and the reason is because you will need to learn how to use specific tools to create these digital planners, especially for a specific device, the Remarkable tablet. But another reason why I wanted to talk about this category is because a lot of people are targeting the general digital product niche, but I want to show you that there's a lot of different sub niches that you can tap into where there's still a lot of demand, but the competition rate is a lot lower. So your chances of succeeding is higher if you tap into more subcategories. And instead of looking at these very broad, generic digital planners that everyone seems to be talking about. So think about how you can find a popular category and go more niche with it. And this is something I tell my students, to find these pockets, right? Find these little areas where it's more the hidden path. Not everyone is talking about it, but the opportunity is still there. But it just takes a bit of digging, a bit of researching. And if you have no idea how to begin your Etsy journey, so you want to get an overview on the play-by-play and the step-by-step process on how I like to approach it, then check out my free masterclass webinar in the descriptions below. I kind of walk you through that whole process, so you're gonna get a lot of value in it. Definitely check it out if you're interested in selling digital products online. Digital product idea number 4 are Canva frames. There has been a rise in SVG digital products, and that has been a huge category and a lot of people are finding success. But now I'm seeing more subcategories, again, same as the one before, more subcategories where people are wanting to get more customizations within their SVGs for their DIY projects or all these different things. And that's where Canva frames come in. So let's take a look at this one product here. We go into the product analytics. You can see this one shop is doing over $8,000 a month, which is incredible. The listing age is 16 months old, so it's a bit older, and the shop age 17 months, right? Just shy, just around 1.5 year mark, which is crazy. And essentially, if you are someone who have used Canva, then you may have an idea what frames are, but essentially you create these SVGs, you create these PDF SVGs, and people are able to drag and drop different patterns, different colors into these shapes, and they can export it, use it however they want to use it. But this is a category I see people are utilizing and finding a lot of success in it. So something to think about, right? What are some big categories and how can you find sub markets within those large categories? And you can find a lot of success in these. I give the difficulty level for this category a 2 out of 5. And the reason is because Canva is still relatively easy to use, but it's one more step than if you were creating an SVG product, because you have to create these actual frames, customizations, a little bit more work, but could be worth it. So digital product idea number 5 are social media planners. With the rise of influencers, every single one of these people need to have a place to organize, just like the business trackers. And personally, I like to use these organization tools as well, especially on Notion. And that's exactly what we'll be looking into it. We're not just looking at different social media planners, we're looking at social media planners within Notion, right? Again, I like to get really niche into it. That is where the categories are way less saturated and the opportunities is a lot better. Let's check out the product analytics, see what stats we get. And here you can see this listing has been only up for 5 months. Incredible, making over $3,000 a month. And if we look at the shop details, this shop has only been up for 6 months. Imagine 6 months from now, you are able to have a shop that can make you over $3,000 extra a month. Could be an amazing side hustle, or you can continue building on top of that and stacking different listings, doing the exact same, and just imagine where you could be. And that is how I started. I first started wanting to make an additional income, making a side income with my first Etsy shop. But once I was able to hit that, I realized, whoa, I can do a lot more within the Etsy platform, within the digital product space. So once I continued building it, I realized I can do this full time. I quit my job and my life has changed ever since, right? I was able to travel, do all those things, but that all started with just the mentality of thinking, hey, this could be a good additional income, could be a side income to pay for gas, pay for groceries. From there, it just escalated to this new path for me. But enough of me rambling on, let's get back into it. I give this category a 3 out of 5. And the reason is because you will have to learn a little bit about how to use Notion templates. And something to think about is how you can leverage this audience. If you know that there's a huge influx in influencers needing marketing tools and different ways to be more efficient with their business, what are some other products you can cater to them? Could it be different banners? Maybe they need some intake forms, some contracts, maybe some ebook templates, right? So there's a lot of different things you can tap into. So something to think about. Digital product idea number 6 are daycare forms. What's interesting about this category is how easy it is to create these templates and how you're able to expand that for a lot of different professions, a lot of different industries out there using these same bundles and these same items. So let me show you. Here's a listing that I found, and a lot of these forms can be created on Canva. And this is something I talk a lot about, how easy it is and how much opportunity it is to create templates on Canva. And looking at this one here, listing age 10 months, and the estimated revenue is $2,800, which is not bad at all by just creating different forms and contracts. I give the difficulty level for this category a 1 out of 5, just because of how easy it is to create on Canva. And just a quick tip, you are able to create a lot of different listings and expand your product line by just changing some of the typeface, the fonts, and also the color palette. So for this example, you can see the text there, the colors is all blue, right? You can alter that and add a different color palette, and that could be a whole new listing. So there are some really quick and easy ways on expanding your product line. Digital product idea number 7 are wedding checklists. The wedding space is constantly evolving, so there's always a new opportunity to tap into the space. So I'm getting married later on this year, so I've become a customer of these different templates on Etsy. And what's interesting is I'm finding myself wanting to buy products from newer shops compared to established older shops. And the reason is because, like I mentioned, this category is always evolving. We always want something new, some new aesthetics. And that's where you can come in. As a new seller, you can offer something different, where the shops in the past, they usually just stick with what they know, the designs that they know will work. But trends, aesthetics, that's always evolving. And that's a good opportunity as a new seller. Let's take a look at this one listing here. Check out the analytics. This listing is making over $3,000 a month, and the listing age is 8 months. The difficulty level I give to this category is a 1 out of 5. Again, just because of how easy it is to make it in Canva and how you can create many different variations for it just by changing small elements within the template. And there's a lot of other ideas within the wedding space that are still unsaturated, and you can definitely find success in it, but it's a bit too long for me to go through in this video. So if you want to check it out, you can check out my 100 digital product ideas in the descriptions, and that is where I've handpicked my top 100 ideas that I think are doing the best within the Etsy space for you to find success in. So check it out there, and we're consistently updating that list. So once you purchase it once, you will get reminded every time we add new items in there. You can find it in the description below. All right, so digital product number 8. This one is going to blow your mind, which are no-sew crochet patterns. For years, I've been aware of the category crochet patterns, and it's always been a category where a lot of people are finding success in it. But lately, I've been seeing the rise of no-sew crochet patterns. I believe it's a bit different. Correct me if I'm wrong in the comments below. But let's take a look at this one shop here. Let's look at the analytics. So these products are super cute, and let's look at the estimated revenue. You can see here, $23,000. That's crazy, right? Just for selling digital products. And this listing, even crazier, the listing is only 4 months old. And now we look at the shop age, 7 months old. Imagine if you were able to open up a shop now, 7 months from now, you're able to make over $20,000. Right? And 80% of this could be profits just because of the nature of selling digital products. Your profit margin is a lot higher comparing to selling physical products. The difficulty level I give for this category is going to be a 4 out of 5, because personally, I don't even know where to get started in this. Maybe if you do know, you can figure out how to create these digital products. And also, if you know a friend, if you know someone who is in this space, who likes to do this for fun as a hobby, maybe you can partner up with them. Maybe you can share them this video and say, hey, this is an opportunity. Maybe we can try to build this together. And that's something that I've had experience in the past too, where I was trying to tap into a category where I didn't know how to create the products, but I knew someone that did, and we were able to work together, and the shop has been doing well since. So something to think about if you can partner up with someone for the creation side, and you can just focus on the management, the planning of the shop, right? Getting all the SEO put into place, optimizing the shop, managing that aspect of it. Whereas to partner, right? Product creation, getting those listings. And that is it for this video. Hopefully you enjoyed these product ideas. There are many more ideas out there, and it's just doing the researching, figure out what works for you, and from there, start that Etsy journey. And if you want to learn more, you can check out the free masterclass webinar where I do walk you through that whole step-by-step process so you have a good understanding on how to get started. You can check it out in the description below. Till then, I'll see you in the next video. Bye.